Alright everyone, how about 3 quick cards and a bottom card with me, which we all know is 400 cards. But anyway, I thought we'd take a look, based on today's Friday reading, the snapshot painting of the soulmate cycle. I thought we'd take a little preview of the week ahead that I'm going to be pulling tomorrow on my weekly reading. This is a little preview, 3 quick cards and a bottom card and a pre-shuffle for the week of the 23rd through the 29th, I believe it is. Yes, the 29th on my scale of how I do things. In the middle of this week is the day that I said in my Mercury retrograde reading that it's pretty powerful. It's when Mercury joins, it's on 25th, when Mercury joins Capricorn, or joins Venus, already retrograde in Capricorn. It's a very powerful point, and it's about midweek. It's on Tuesday when that happens. It's going to be very interesting. There's some interesting changes. It's going to be a very powerful week. And we see the lead up to it in my Friday reading that I just did earlier today. Let's take a little snapshot preview of tomorrow's weekly reading, shall we? Let's have a little fun. It's for all signs, okay? It doesn't matter what sign you are here. I'm just pulling on the general energies. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you found it for a reason. Okay? Okay. Very interesting here because I used a different deck. I used the small animal deck in the Friday reading. And I got a lot of the same cards here. I got an Ace of Swords in here. I got a Hanged Man in here. I got a couple of the same cards that came out in the pre-shuffle for that reading from a different deck. The pre-shuffle here tells me in the coming week, and what we will likely see in the weekly reading when I pull it tomorrow, is we got the Nine of Wands here. We've got crossed by an Ace of Swords. Again, like I said in the Node Shift reading, the most common card you're going to see for the next 18 months, and it's been popping up like a son of a bitch, hasn't it, if you've been watching my readings. Probably for other people too. The odds of any card coming up are no different from card to card. So, you know, there are certain cards we're starting to see less of, and some we start to see more of as the energies change. This is an Ace of Swords crossing a Nine of Wands, okay? It's like I told you in the Friday reading, it's a persistent energy. It won't go away. It's a persistent energy of a person, energy being driven toward another energy, okay? This is a card of truth. It's a card of reconciliation. Somebody wants it, but at the same time, they're almost a little bit behind a wall, hiding behind the bushes, afraid to get it. A little bit of confusion here. Seven of Cups. This is options on how to communicate, on how this reconciliation could happen. All right? It's options, but it's riddled with confusion here in the Seven of Cups. And it causes a little bit of a hanged man. All right? And that leads to this. It's very interesting. Underneath the devil, I want to point out, is the Ten of Swords. Okay? It's the end of the devil energy. It is, in a little bit of a way, this Ace of Swords, Archangel Michael energy, which is a frequency band of energy. You can put the action figure to it if you want to, but it's a frequency band of energy. We'll call it Archangel Michael energy. The Archangel Michael energy is angel, emphasis on the word angel. And this is showing me with the Ten of Swords crossing the devil that it cancels out the devil energy, right? Cancels it out. Ten of Swords crossing the devil, leading to the love geese flying in. Ultimately, as I told you in the Friday reading, there's a strong, almost Empress, well, not almost, the Empress came out in the final 3 cards, Empress level magnetic draw, almost obsession, if you will, toward some sort of closure or getting something straight or setting the record straight. It's that kind of message, okay? So it's going to be a very interesting week. A lot of people are going to hear from people in the coming week. And again, I'm not a time lord. Could be this week, could be next week, but I'm saying that you're going to feel it on your side. You're going to know. As the energy from the runner comes closer, you're going to feel that in your soul. You've got a soul recognition with this person, okay? It's going to get stronger and stronger. You'll start to see signs in the 3D. Their name on a fucking license plate. My person's name is Yugelvon. I can't believe Yugelvon 9 just drove by me. And it's a BMW and they drive a B. Oh my God. You know, it's going to be shit like that. Mind-blowing stuff. You know, so let's see. It will be. As the energies come closer, it happens all the time. It does. Let's see. What are the odds of Yugelvon 9? What the hell? Let's shuffle the deck here. Give me a reading on that pre-shuffle, universe. Give me the energies for the week of a little preview, a little snapshot here. 3 cards and a bottom card for the week of January 23rd through the 29th of 2022. Soulmate cycle energies. Let's go. Give me a reading. It knows what I mean by that. Let's see where we go here. I'm excited to do the weekly reading. I had to sit down and do this 3 card just because I want the preview, you know? And that pre-shuffle backs up our Friday reading. Yeah, those are the energies right now. I mean, but they're going to persist throughout the week. Let's see what we got. Whoa! Flew out of the deck. Flew out of the deck. The 9 of Wands flew out. It's our first card. This is an important card. It came back. It flew out of the fucking deck onto the floor. Literally. No, I mean literally jumped out of the deck. That's unreal. Okay, I'm done shuffling. Oh my God. It's all about the pre-shuffle, and I'll tell you why. The center card here, our main card, is the Queen of Pentacles. And it's crossed by the card at the and the Empress. Oh my God, guys, this is going to be a hell of a week. It's crossed by the Ace of Swords again. The Ace of Swords comes up. The Ace of Swords in our pre-shuffle was crossed by the crossing the 9 of Wands. It's the same kind of energy, but there's a little bit different of a mix. Everything I told you about the pre-shuffle is already here. I don't need to repeat myself. Somebody knows. They're being driven toward this connection. This connection right here represents stability to this person. Whoever this is, whoever this energy belongs to, their soul is nurtured and it's been forever altered by this connection. And it's persistent energy, right? The 9 of Wands is perseverance. It has that kind of energy around it. It's core energy. It's persistent energy, and it's a magnetic draw. I just talked about this in the pre-shuffle. I mentioned the Empress because we got it as one of the cards in our 3 cards from the universe in the Friday reading from a different deck. You know, I did not touch this deck for the Friday reading. It's right there. It's the Empress. They're drawn to you. They're coming in. You're going to see the Yugelvon 9 license plate go by if your person's name is Yugelvon. All right? It will. As crazy as your person's name is, it'll be on a fucking license plate or a sign. Or someone will be walking by you with a birthday cake. It'll have their name on it. I swear to God, shit like that's going to start happening. This energy is coming in. The energy that was the runner is coming back toward me. And again, we've got the 25th. We talked about it in my Mercury retrograde reading. If you haven't seen the All Signs Mercury retrograde reading, watch it, because this is a very powerful event because it blends with all the other energies, the node shifts and the full moon and all of that. And it joins Capricorn. I keep wanting to say that. It joins Venus in Capricorn on the 25th. And that's where the shit hits the fan. You know, it really does. And this right here is shit hitting the fan. I'm going to switch decks. I'm going to go to the Light Seer. And I'm just going to pull a couple more cards because I got some. Because this 9 of Wands keeps wanting to come out. The universe is trying to tell me something else with the 9 of Wands here. Okay? It's trying to tell me something. Because it jumped out of the fucking deck. And that Ace of Swords keeps coming up. They are aware of what you mean to them. They may not admit it. This is a very ego-based person. It's here. That certainly is around the 9 of Wands. This is a stubborn energy. That's part of the energies. And energy is always in layers. There's never just one meaning here to the cards. But the main meaning is it's a persistent energy. But why? What's going on? I mean, yeah, okay, fine. It's soul warming. And yeah, nobody can resist the Empress. Right? Male or female. In the Light Seer deck, it's the best tits in the tarot. You know, you can't resist that. Male or female, you can have them chicken tits, like I said, if you're a dude. Why is the 9 of Wands here? Why you keep shoving it in my face, universe? Why do you keep shoving the 9 of Wands in my face? This is the card to watch. I'm telling you. Something about this 9 of Wands. The number 9 is good. 9 is the end in tarot. 10s are the end that lead to transformation. End. But 9 is the end. It's the end of it's the end of resistance, really. It's, you know, your perseverance pays off kind of a thing. I believe it could be saying the Divine Feminine's perseverance pays off. I certainly feel that in the energy with an Ace of Swords crossing a Queen of Pentacles here in the middle. But why is this 9 here? Why you got it flying out of the deck onto the floor? Really want me to see this. Why is the 9 of Wands here? It's crossed by the 2 of Wands. Yeah, it is happening. It's up. It's still up to their free will, but my God, I doubt it. I truly do. Nobody can resist the Empress. That's why that energy is there. It truly is. The 2 of Wands is somebody. The spying energy is here. I get a spying energy around this. I look at this girl, and I'm always just drawn to one portion of the card. Anybody who reads cards intuitively, or if you read energy, the cards are there to help you interpret those intuitive signals. And all I'm drawn to is her head looking out the window. I don't see anything else. I just see her head looking out the window. There's a little bit of you've never been able to let this go, and yet they've tried many times. They've tried to let it go many times, but they can't. And I think that's part of the reason for most of you that they're coming in. They want to know why. Why does this matter so much? I don't think they understand the concept of the soulmate cycle. Not the way the Divine Feminine does. Anyway, you all been watching readings and learning from people like me and all of that. I don't think they understand the concept of it. I don't think they understand why it won't go away. But I can tell them right now, if they're listening, it's because of this Queen of Pentacles. It's a soul nurturing energy. And the soul loves to be nurtured the way the ego, the brain, loves to be stroked with compliments and think, you look beautiful today. Oh, your brain loves that. But soulmate energy on this level, the soul loves that. It's candy. It is. All right, let's go. Why is the 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands here is here because a Freudian slip, but I did pull it. The 7 of Wands. I got the 7 of Wands sitting on top of the 2 of Wands, crossed of the 9 of Wands, crossed by a 2 of Wands. This energy, your person's confused. You hear how I am? You hear how I'm skipping my words around and mixing cards up? See, I'm not like that normally. I'm pretty straight. It's like I drank a case of beer and I sat down to do a reading, right? It's like I'm slurring my words and fucking 7 of, I mean, literally, it is unreal. Your person is, it's not, I'm going to pull another card. I can't even find the word. It's not drunk. I'm not saying your person's drunk, but they're discombobulated a little bit about, again, they're dumbfounded as to why this matters to them so much. Why can't I just get rid of this? It works on everybody else. You may have heard other readers tell you at times things you do or things that usually work for them didn't work on you or things like that. What that means, the way I feel it in the energy, is normally they can just piss someone off and cast them off and they're done. Give me a lick of trouble and I'm done with you, kind of a thing. Very ego-based. Not you. You're persistently there. And it's right here. They're trying, the 7 of Wands. It could be someone standing up and doing what's right for them. Or it could be defensiveness. I don't know which it is yet. It's the 9 of Pentacles. It's somebody, it's mixed. It's somebody standing up and doing what's right for them defensively. Okay? That's why it's discombobulated. It's somebody standing up and doing what's right for them with defensive nature. It's like I tell you, ideally if I were to tell you I loved you, I would say I love you so much, right? I would say it like that. I wouldn't say, I love you, fucking asshole. I don't, like that. It's like that. It really is. It's like, I don't want to, but I am compelled to go to this glowing fucking tree. All right, I fucking love you. It's like that. Okay. Fine. But this card has another meaning around it. Look at the 9s here. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles. Oh. And the plot thickens. Okay. The universe keeps bringing me the 9 of Wands because your person is both behind the wall and around the wall coming towards you. In other words, it's the in and out that I talked about in the Friday reading. Okay, but what the cards are saying here and what the energy around them is saying is it's bullshit. It's all complete bullshit because they're coming. You're not going to resist this. It doesn't matter. You can be afraid to, you could, like, imagine somebody who's afraid to step out from behind a wall. Okay? They're afraid. That wall is their sanctuary. And they hide behind that wall and they watch everything that goes on the other side. Right? Now imagine I enter the scene and I leave a bag there out on the other side of the wall. And that bag's got $100,000 in it. And I leave it open so they can see. It's all in nice crisp 50s and 100s. It's beautiful, right? A big bag of money. This person cannot not come out from behind that wall and grab that. It's just there. They're looking at it. They're looking around. Is there anybody coming? Is anybody else going to grab that? Gosh, I'm so afraid to come out from behind this wall. That kind of thing. They're coming out from behind the wall. This is the $100,000 bag of money in this analogy. It's basically what the cards are saying here, is we're trying to show you. They need to grow a pair a little bit. It looks like they have gone through some changes. This person's been in something codependent. Their life has been codependent on some level, in some way. And that can mean a lot of things. A little too much family, a little too much whatever. We see it in the extended sometimes. I'm going to pull on the Empress before we go here. I don't need to pull on that. That had an Ace of Swords crossing it. I get that. That's the driving force of the whole thing. But this is the shit right here. Okay, yeah. They're coming out from behind that wall. That money's just sitting there. Just grab it. All you got to do is come out. Come on, little chicken. Come on around. Come grab your bag of money. Right here. It's right there. Nobody coming. Why is the Empress here? It's that kind of, it's tough to describe the energy sometimes, especially right now with everything going on and everything pulling on it. It's real tricky, you know? It's real tricky. That's why I worry about people that just read cards who are pulling cards for people. By the cards, it's, you know, it's kind of the same story. I mean, the cards are doing their best, but there's layers underneath the cards. Like this Nine of Pentacles here, you're a person single and free to pursue. That's not necessarily true. As a matter of fact, the energy feels like it's somebody who's breaking away from something. If your person's married, they're breaking away from a codependency. But I think that the person they're married to, for a lot of you, the way I feel the energy, knows about you and has been cock-blocking this connection the whole time. I think your person sneaking in would be the energy that's here. It feels very, that's why they're trying to find different ways with that Seven of Cups and this Two of Pentacles back and forth. This tells me they also might be juggling two things at once, you know, but I think it's more options, you know. Okay, anyway, why is the Empress here? There's a lot of energy here. A lot of people watch these readings, so a lot of energy comes in. Why is the Empress here? Tell me about the Empress. What's coming for the Empress? What's coming for the Empress? Come on now. Give it to me. What the hell is that? Oh, I see the bottom of the deck. Should I show you the crossing card first? I don't know. No, I'm not going to, because I have to show you a string. Let's see what's on top. What's coming for the Empress is a new beginning. Somebody wants this. It's a problem, though. It's what I told you over here. Whether they're married or not, there's some sort of, again, they're afraid to come out from behind the wall and get the free bag of money. Even though it's right there. They can see you. You're right there. Go get it. But they love that wall. They feel safe. They feel like they have the high ground. Seven of Wands. Ace of Wands. Yep. New beginning. Yep. Fire tree. Fire everywhere. Everybody's on fire. Call the damn fire department. The Queen of Wands. You see? Fakey McFakerman. Fakey McFakerman. There's something here. Now I'm going to show you the bottom. It's actually cards that are tied together. So I didn't put it out first. Oh yeah, the Four of Wands. Again, for a lot of you, this person is married or something, and they might tell you they've broken up. Or they might tell you something. I don't know. There's some sort of deception here, crossing the affecting energy of fucking everything that's here by the Empress. Oh God. Damn it, universe, is the Eight of Pentacles. This is going to be a week that's going to put the soap operas out of business on television. Everybody's going to be watching the tarot readings this week. Let me tell you. Eight of Pentacles, all of this is crossing, it's basically crossing everything. 8 Pentacles, crossed by the 7 of Swords. So 8 Pentacles, crossed by 7 Swords. It's someone who is coming to work on things. That's the energy around it, coming to put in the effort. But that effort is half-assed on some level. It's sneaky-deaky. I think for a lot of you, and I got that off of this 9 of Pentacles, this is not someone single and free to pursue for most of you. This is someone who's still tied to a codependent something on their side. Either a way of thinking, a marriage, a family dynamic, a career, whatever it is that's been holding them back from you. They're still tied to it, but they're sneaking in a little bit deceptively to come and almost just grab that bag of money and then run back behind the wall, right? In my you're the bag of money analogy. All right? A little bit. We see it here. Look. Fakey McFakerman. You never trust what the Queen of Wands tells you because they feel something else on the inside. It's pretense. It's a rattlesnake in the animal deck over here. It's a rattlesnake. All right? It's a rattlesnake for a reason. That rattle is bullshit. All right? It just doesn't want to bite. It doesn't want to. If it bites, it's vulnerable. Right? It's in a vulnerable position because it has to stretch itself out and it has... No, it wants to stay coiled up where it's not vulnerable and shake the rattle and hope you go away or hope you believe the bullshit that's coming out of its mouth or its rattle in the case of that analogy. This 4 of Wands is what gets me. For a lot of you, this person has something long-term, something codependent that they're tied to, something long-term. And when it's sitting on top of Fakey McFakerman and I got a 7 of Swords that coming in, yep, coming to grab that bag of money. I even gave the money analogy and it's money crossing it. It's the 8 of Pentacles, the card of work, working on things. Card of the apprentice, right here. It's a little bit deceptive. I think they're sneaking in for a lot of you to do it. I think somebody else doesn't, or somebody or something else doesn't want them talking to you, but they want to talk to you. They want some answers. They want some clarity. They want to know why they can't get you out of their head. Why won't this go away? And you can tell them, well, it's because we're a goddamn deep soul or a twin flame connection and you don't just run away from that, asshole. It's not that easy. You need to learn some lessons, like how to be vulnerable. Crossing the 7 of Swords is the 2 of Wands. Again, the 2 of Wands was what was crossing over here, so this ties everything together. Yeah, they're watching. Normally, I would say with the 2 of Wands, they're letting something go, and they're grabbing onto another wand to go into a world. But in this case here, as I look at this card, my intuition tells me, yeah, but the wand is still there. She's still sitting next to it, right? It's still there. And again, I read the cards based on the energy that's around them. The cards are pretty pictures for you to show you my energy reads. The wand is still there. So there's something deceptive here, okay? Here's why. 5 of Wands. This person is in their head on crack. Okay? Literally, I'm not saying they do crack. I'm just saying they're in their head on crack. It's unreal, the energy that I get off this. There's an absorbent amount of worry here about coming out from behind the wall, grabbing that bag of money, and then running back. Whatever it is. But I do believe there's a run back. I do believe that. But underneath that, crossing the 5 of Wands, is the 3 of Pentacles. There's no trust here. Somebody doesn't trust. Okay? Somebody doesn't trust somebody here. It could be both sides. It could be just their side. Maybe in part, in the energy here, they see you blowing up out there. Or as the kids like to say, glowing up. Maybe they see that. But they don't believe it. You know, or they don't want to believe it. Maybe it's something along those lines. It can be. I could interpret the energy that way. Okay? I could. Whatever it is, there's no foundation of trust here. And this person, I think it's them. I think it's the runner's side because they have the hardest time being vulnerable. I think they just don't trust. They're afraid that they're going to get rejected. And they're reacting foolishly around that. Rather than run out from behind the wall and come and be honest and take the money and pick up the money bag, right? The Empress, the money bag, and say, is this anybody's? Give a yell. Is this belong to anybody? You know, they're not going to do that. That would be the right thing to do. That way you have a good conversation with them and you can build a good foundation of trust. Instead, what they're doing is they're running out from behind the wall, grab the money bag, and then run back. As if to, you know, just make sure you're still there, or try to find out. I really get a strong message of trying to find out why this matters so much. Why can't I get rid of this? My question to them would be, why do you want to get rid of this? Obviously, whatever they've got on their side is shit. And I can read that. All energy is in layers. I can read that here. The Queen of Wands and the Four of Wands. Okay? It's a shit marriage. If it's a marriage, it's phony, it's fake, it's nonsense. And it's something that keeps getting rebooted. Probably, time after time. Or there's a lot of carpet sweeping. Sweeping everything under the carpet. You know, I know they cheat, but I just don't want to look, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to cause any problems, so I'm not going to say anything, you know. That kind of nonsense. It's that kind of energy is here too. There's a lot of energy here too. Either way, this person's coming towards you. And it's been in the readings, and it's building, and it's closer and it's closer. The energy's getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and they get more and more nervous the closer they get, which is hilarious to me. You know, there was something else I wanted to say around this Three of Pentacles crossing the Five of Wands here. Yeah, somebody here, I'm going to say it's the runner. Somebody here, as I said, doesn't trust that. Maybe, let's say, use it as an example. Let's say you're blowing up, or they see you doing really well. Let's just put it that way. But they don't trust it. They don't want to believe it. Somebody here just doesn't want to trust, because then they feel vulnerable. And I think it's because they've been hurt in the past, most likely, and they're taking out what somebody else did on everyone, not just you, on everyone that comes afterward. Okay? Which is wrong. It's human nature, but it's wrong to do. But if this person is, ideally, if this person is someone who is not quick to trust, shall we say, you can't approach a new situation, certainly not something this powerful, okay? This powerful that they can't even figure out why they can't get rid of it. You can't approach that with an attitude of skepticism. You have to go in, as I've taught all of you, neutral for the outcome. If you go in skeptical, that's a negative energy. It's going to feed itself, and it's going to cause what? Everybody say it together. Conflict. Okay? So they are coming towards you, but I'm going to be honest with you. Because you know they're full of shit, it might be a fight. You might confront them with something. They may pick a fight. Because they're so afraid of getting, and this has come up before. They're so afraid of getting rejected because it would hurt their precious little ego. You know. But there is one other thing I'm getting. And I'm going to pull a couple cards on the Queen of Wands before I open my big fat mouth. Well, I'll open my big fat mouth in the first place anyway. I'm going to pull a couple cards on this, and then we're going to go. We'll see what the weekly reading is tomorrow. And then after that, every sign's getting an update because I'm doing the February readings. So, starting with the February overview video, which you definitely are not going to want to miss. Okay, February is a fucking awesome month, as I learned from my Q1. January played out exactly as my Q1, January, Feb, March 2022 video said it would. For the most part here, it came up in the readings. Yeah, pretty damn good. So February should be pretty cool. But I think this energy here, I don't know. Well, let's see. Let's see what comes out on the Queen of Wands. It's a weird energy coming off the Queen of Wands. That's why I say that. Let's see. Tell me what I get here. Okay. Yeah, I see it. Queen of Wands crossed by the Five of Swords. This person knows that you can see through them. I fucking knew it. And I got it right here. I didn't want to open my mouth in advance in case it didn't come out that way because it's tough energy to read. I probably should have. But they know you can see right through their bullshit. That's the funny part of the whole thing. But that explains why they're so defensive, right? It's right here. I said, remember I gave you they're coming in to do what's best for them defensively. Instead of saying, I love you very much, you know. It's I love you, you fucking, but I don't know why. You know, like that. It's like that. Because they know you could see through them. They're not used to that. Nobody else can. Everybody falls for their bullshit. She's a queen, male or female, with powerful energy. This person's a good liar. They're great at it. Probably an actor. They should be. If they're not, we'll get them a TV show. Have them fly out here. This is powerful energy. This person's full of shit. It's unreal. They could make people believe they were a pilot and walk right into an airport and get in the cockpit of a plane. All they need is a hat. You know, it's that good. But you could see through it. And that really rattles them. Really rattles them. And they know that this will be their demise. They're well aware of it, that this is, you know, it's false. They're aware it's false. And it really, that picture speaks 1,000 words. All right? Let's just see what's on top for fun as I pull on the Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Look at that. Yeah. You're the shit. They're worried about talking to you. You're the shit to this person. I'm just going to say it. You're the shit to this person. This person knows you're better than them on some level. And you know what? I'm going to say it this way because that sounds a little too much, doesn't it? This person knows you're the shit. And this person, you know, knows you're better than them or something like that. But I'm going to add a sentence to it that most other readers wouldn't add because I could feel this in the energy and I see it off the Page of Pentacles. They know you're the shit. And they know you're fucking better than them. They know that you're out of their league, especially emotionally. But they hope you're full of shit. They hope you're as full of shit as they are. Okay? The problem is you're not. You're full-blown Empress energy. And it's going to rattle them to the core. They're going to have to get real. If you want to bang the Empress, here's your t-shirt. Here's your t-shirt for the week. Go have it printed. If you want to bang the Empress, you got to get fucking real. Okay? It is true. The Empress doesn't bang nonsense. Right? The Empress doesn't bang the devil, as I say when they come up together in the Lightseer deck. That guy with the glitter hair and the Trans Am is not banging the fucking Empress at the party. Not a chance in hell. Not even going to get close. And they know that. They're hoping you're full of shit. It's in the energy there. But deep down, they know you're not. That's why I say it feels like somebody knows you're blowing up out there, or you seem like you're doing really well, but they don't believe it. It's not because it's not true. It's because they don't want to believe it. They absolutely do not want to believe it. Because if it's true, it makes them even more full of shit. If you're the King of Pentacles, male or female, then that makes them even more full of shit. And that's why they keep reflecting as a page. Because you are the shit. It is true. And that's the problem. This person's got a lot more growing to do. Come in like a grown-up or don't fucking come in at all. Okay? You run out from behind the wall, you grab the bag of money, and you ask, does this belong to anybody? Before you take it, you at least take a look around. What you don't do is sneak in, grab it, and run back. As Seven of Swords, as devil energy, it's nonsense. And the devil don't bang the Empress. Alright? Straight up. Or I should say the Empress don't bang the devil. The devil don't get to bang the Empress. Alright? That's our preview for the week. It's going to be a motherfucking hell of a week around here. We've got the weekly reading, which we just got a preview of, as I pull one card for each sign and clarify, and then have the universe added up tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And then I'm going to have my February, probably on Sunday, my February overview video for all signs, which everybody should watch or you won't know what the fuck's going on in February around here, because I'm going to always reference back to it, because it's a powerful reading, because it's all signs, and it's everybody's energy. It's all fly over the soulmate cycle. And then each sign's going to get a reading for February. It's going to be a fucking massive week around here. And with Mercury joining Venus in Capricorn on the 25th, expect some shit. You know, it's on. It's going. Okay. Energetically, anyway, this energy, the runner, is coming in fast. Watch this a few times if you need to. We pull the layers back on the energy, and we learn a lot when we do that here, okay? All right, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful to you. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. The psychology here is mind-blowing in this connection cycle. I mean, with my fascination of psychology, I could write a 1,000-page paper on the runners in this fucking soulmate cycle. And this fucking reading just blew my mind. This stack of cards right here, mind-blowing. Verified by this stack. Oh. Alright, that's your reading, everyone. Good luck. Stay tuned for tomorrow's weekly reading and lots more fun after that.